What if I told you that one man's ideas have secretly guided your life since the day you were born? A man who died over 2,300 years ago. His name was whispered by kings, philosophers, and religious leaders throughout history. Today, we uncover the extraordinary legacy of Aristotle, the teacher who shaped our world in ways you never imagined. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the life and mind of one of history's most influential thinkers, Aristotle. But this isn't just another biography. By the end of this video, you'll see how Aristotle's ideas continue to shape our modern world, from the smartphone in your pocket to the way you understand yourself. I've spent months researching this philosophical giant, and what I discovered left me speechless. So let's travel back to ancient Greece, where our story begins, 384 BCE. In the small town of Stagira, northern Greece, Aristotle was born to a family of physicians. His father, Nicomachus, served as doctor to King Amyntas of Macedonia. But here's where our first mystery begins. At just 10 years old, Aristotle became an orphan. The records of what exactly happened to his parents remain frustratingly vague. Some historians believe this early loss shaped Aristotle's lifelong quest to understand the natural world and human suffering. Sent to Athens at 17, Aristotle entered Plato's academy, the Harvard of the ancient world. For 20 years, he absorbed knowledge from the greatest minds of his time. But here's what most people don't know: the proof of his genius. His ideas dominated Western thought for nearly 2,000 years after his death. But then came the twist in our story. As Europe entered the Middle Ages, many of Aristotle's original works were lost to the Western world. For centuries, his ideas were primarily preserved by Islamic scholars in Baghdad, Cairo, and Cordoba. While Europe struggled through the Dark Ages, Muslim scholars like Ibn Sina, Avicenna, and Ibn Rushd, Averroes, kept Aristotle's flame alive, translating and expanding his works. The suspense builds. Would Aristotle's revolutionary ideas ever return to the West? When Aristotle's works finally returned to Europe during the Renaissance, they sparked an intellectual explosion. Thomas Aquinas integrated Aristotelian thought with Christian theology. Universities were founded with curriculums centered on Aristotle's works. The proof of his enduring influence? Even when scientists like Galileo and Newton eventually challenged some of Aristotle's specific conclusions, they used his very methods to do so. This is perhaps Aristotle's greatest legacy, creating a method that could correct its own mistakes. Today, Aristotle's fingerprints are everywhere. His ethics of virtue and moderation still guide modern moral philosophy. His analysis of tragedy explains why we find catharsis in movies and literature. His biological classifications evolved into our modern taxonomy. His political theories influence governments worldwide. His logical frameworks underpin computer science and artificial intelligence. The proof is all around you. From the way we categorize the natural world to how we structure valid arguments, Aristotelian thinking has become so fundamental we rarely notice its presence. Aristotle once wrote, "The more you know, the more you realize you don't know." This intellectual humility, paired with his unstoppable curiosity, changed our world forever. So, here's my question to you. What modern beliefs might we need to challenge, just as Aristotle challenged Plato? What new methods of understanding might we need to develop? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this philosophical journey, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to join me for more explorations of the minds that shape our world. Until next time, stay curious. Despite being Plato's most brilliant student, Aristotle would ultimately reject many of his teacher's most cherished ideas. This intellectual rebellion would change the course of human thought forever. After Plato's death, Aristotle made a decision that puzzled many. Instead of staying in Athens, he accepted an invitation from King Philip of Macedonia to tutor his son, a temperamental teenager named Alexander. Yes, that Alexander, the one we now call the Great. While we can't prove exactly what Aristotle taught the young prince, consider this extraordinary coincidence. Alexander conquered the known world while deliberately preserving local knowledge and scientific records. His conquest spread Greek philosophy across 3 continents. In effect, Aristotle's ideas traveled with the greatest military campaign in ancient history. But Aristotle's true revolution wasn't in politics or war, it was in his method of understanding reality itself. Unlike Plato, who believed the physical world was just an imperfect shadow of ideal forms, Aristotle insisted on something radical: observation first, theories second. This approach, empiricism, is the foundation of modern science. When researchers today form hypotheses and conduct experiments, they're following Aristotle's footsteps. But here's the truly mind-blowing part. In field after field, Aristotle was the first systematic biologist who classified animals by their characteristics, the pioneer of formal logic creating systems of reasoning we still use today, the first to comprehensively study ethics as a distinct philosophical discipline,